Hey everybody, this was expected again. This is volume 3 of 3, the final part of Will It Blend? The standard series involving these three Blender fans that I got from Ohio, which you all remember, of course. Just a refresher in case you haven't watched the first two videos, which you probably should, to get some insight into these. But in case you haven't, I'll just refresh you, bring you up to speed. These are each 3 36-inch K63 3-blade fiberglass blade Emerson Heat-Fans with the later style stepped step flywheel, no nose. And these came out of a place in a city, Delaware, Ohio. It was a little barn. It was like an event hall type place. It was called the Barn at Stratford. There were 4 of them installed, and another collector, Colin, has got the 4th one because he lives sort of close by the area. So it's only fitting that he has one since, you know, he's from there. And then I got the other 3. So yeah, this is the final one that I have yet to test. It's in probably the worst cosmetic condition of the bunch, but nonetheless, it's still in, you know, it's in okay shape. It's got really good bearings, like the others, which is surprising, as I mentioned with the others, because K63s tend to have bearing problems. There's a couple of like scratches on the side of the motor on this one, which is like not great, but it's not terrible. The flywheel's in pretty good shape on this one, and of course that canopy again is not original. That's the one that was from my brown and brass Sears turn of the century. Because of course these didn't come with canopies, they were never installed with them originally. So yeah, I have this one connected to the same solid state variable speed control that I was testing the other ones with. So let's see, it's unplugged. Turn it on, turn it down to low, and let's see here. Start the fan up now. Alright, there we go. This one's, as far as this one's blades, because you remember the other ones had, or one of them, the first one I tested was in like perfect condition. The blades were in perfect balance, didn't need to be adjusted. The second one was the absolute worst. One of the blades was like bent backwards, so it looked like a Y. And they were just all bent up and down. This one wasn't as bad as that one, but the blades were still pretty bent up and down. I actually bent them back a little bit first in my vise, and then I put them on the fan and then aligned them while the fan was hanging. So I got it like almost perfect. I did have to balance it with a weight on top of one of the blades though, because it had some wobble. But, oh, and then this one was missing 2 of the blade to arm screws for some reason. I don't know why, but that's not a huge deal. I got some spares. So that's low speed. And this one I think goes a little bit faster than the other ones, I think, on low speed. On this solid state control, I didn't adjust the trim or anything, so this is the same settings that I tested the other ones on, but it seems a little faster. I don't know if that's the bearings. Could be slightly better in this one, or maybe the capacitor. I don't know. I do know these have oil-filled capacitors. K63s always did. And older K55s, for that matter. Alright, I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. Now, one thing that is nice and pretty interesting is that I hear like no motor noise from this one at all. The other ones were making some hum by this time. And so this one really likes the solid state control. I just turned it up a little bit, by the way. This is kind of like a functional low. about an eighth of a turn. And there you see the wobble. Okay, a little more. We're getting into medium range. Okay, now I can hear a little bit of hum, but still it's not as bad. This one definitely does better on the variable solid state than the other ones. Okay, another bit of a turn. This is a medium speed. It's a pretty good medium. Maybe a little medium high. Get into that range. Turn it up a little bit. Now we're at medium high. Okay, let's see. We're almost to high speed. Okay, this is just under high. And do right, just turn it up to high now. There we go. I do see one, whoa, sorry, I just hit a bunch of blades. I do see one blade is a little bit bent upward, I think. It's not terrible. The airflow is as expected. Maximum airflow. Alright, spin it down now. Okay, there we go. I saw a little bit of kickback, so I mean, the bearings aren't like perfect, but they are pretty good still. So now let's turn it on to do 0 to high. Turn it on high. Thing got right up to speed. take a good look at the fan now. So there's those scratches on the side of the K63 I was talking about. It's not terrible, but it's like, it's just, I think it's only on that side there. It's nothing on the other side. And then the Emerson tag is thankfully still there. This one has it closer up to the top, like the second one. This one's center chrome piece on the flywheel is not in terrible condition, actually. And then two of the blades, this one's actually not as bad, but this one has got some like scratches on it. This one's in pretty good shape. And then of course, whoa, got your lower canopy with the tag, which is identical to the other two that we looked at, model HF-136, or HF-136, if you can even see it up there. It's focusing on the background. There you go. It's a good view. Alright. So, don't think there's anything I haven't said about this one or the other two. But thank you guys so much for watching. That is the Emerson Heat-Fan, aka the Blenderfan. And yeah, that's about it for this video, and that concludes my 3-part Will It Blend series on these 3 Emerson Blenderfans. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.